Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo. You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Generations Deluxe Class Trailcutter, who used to be Trailbreaker, but now he's not. Anyways, this guy is pretty darn awesome. I really much love the design and everything about him. He does feel very G1 Trailbreaker. I'm definitely getting that vibe from him, because this vehicle mode for that is spot on. They even gave him that classic design on the side of his car that was part of the original Trailbreaker's design. So it looks very nice on him. This color scheme works. It's very simple in the vehicle mode. The vehicle mode is pretty much just black with the stripes, and then that little orange bit showing Autobot logo, which is actually very nice. I really love that Autobot logo, by the way. And then floodlights, and he's got his grille in silver, which I do like. He does have these headlights in this really nicely done gold. That's like an off gold, kind of like bronzish. Very unique looking, and then I very much like it. Works well with the rest of it. And then I do wish they painted this lower lights here, because they did do it for Hoist. They didn't do it for him, which is but whatever. But he does have the cool winch actually here. It's molded in, not painted. But I do like that little inclusion that he does have the winch. So this vehicle has just got a little bit going on. I do love this figure way more than I thought I would, honestly. I was kind of just getting it just because I was like, alright, I don't have a G1 Trailbreaker. I don't have any kind of Trailbreaker. Why not get this guy? And then, wow, I got this guy, and he is fantastic. You really love that you cannot see any robot kibble. It's obviously there, but you can't tell it's there just because of the design. This is just all undercarriage that is tucked away very nicely. Like, does this look like feet? Not really. Does this look like arms? Not really. But that's what they are, and I love it. What's interesting, though, is these tires, because of the way the transformation is, only this part rolls, but that's fine. I mean, doesn't roll great, but gets the job done, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Very much love the fact that it kind of looks like a Jurassic Park vehicle. I'm sure if someone else has mentioned it, I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm getting that vibe mostly from this window here. It's got like a screen on it, kind of, but I don't know. It looks like a cage, kind of like a NASCAR cage, or not NASCAR, but like just like one of those all-terrain vehicles that are made for going out into like the safari and just for that kind of thing. But yeah, you get what they're going for. Very armored-y looking vehicle. Looks like it's ready to go out into the night with these giant floodlights. I love it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just transform Trailcutter just for the heck of it. So we'll start by taking off his little accessory here, the laser blaster shield bit. Now it's starting to look a lot more like Hoist. Go ahead and split open the legs and accordion them down. You see, bring them around like that, which I do very much like, because when you look at the bottom of the vehicle mode, there is really no kibbliness showing from any robot pieces. You really can't tell these are robot pieces, which I really love about this figure. So that's very cool. It's not easy to bring it down again. They do have little tabs on the sides of the inner knees. They kind of work. They're a bit loose, but it gets the job done. Flip out the feet. And there you have it. Feet are done. Go ahead, and what you're going to do here is rotate out these arms. We'll unflip the doors. Just untab them. Rotate them around. You can already see the fist being revealed. And then we'll rotate out the biceps. The tires completely flipping. You can see right there. So that's cool. It's a nice little way of transformation that I wouldn't have expected. And then what we're going to do here is take the hood of the car, and which is a bit unfortunate. What you want to do is push in this Autobot logo and fold it down. And it tabs in right here at the abs. So it tabs in. And then what you want to do is fold up the whole hood and windshield of the car. Now the reason I say that's unfortunate is because now that beautiful Autobot logo is gone. That kind of sucks. I mean, that was a really nice Autobot logo that is just totally gone. But it looked nice for what it was in the vehicle mode. What you want to do here is take these gray bits and rotate them up. There's a little groove that will go right into the side view mirrors of Trailcutter. Just want to rotate them up. They kind of just friction in, but like I always say, they get the job done. Flip out the fist, and then close this door panel. There you go. Do the same on both sides. Rotate the fist around. Now we got these nice blocky forearms, which I do like. It does have that IDW feel, because they are big and chunky in that. Now what you want to do is, here at the head, pull it up. Just kind of like clicks into place at the neck. Rotate his face around. Then just kind of fold this up, just kind of get out of the way. And here we have Trailcutter. So this is a very well done figure. I actually, again, like I said, I love this thing way more than I thought I would. There's unfortunate paint scratches on the inner part of his orange shoulder, and a little chip here at the knee, but I'm planning on getting some orange paint, and I'll touch that right up. But other than that, that's very nicely done. There is much more color now, as you can see. A lot of orange is being shown off in this mode. See all the orange here, here, here at the knees, base of the neck. So I'm glad they did that. It's not all just one color. So that's very, very nicely done. Now he does have a lot of different portholes for his weapon. Or, I guess, accessory more than just a weapon. But here it is. What's really cool is there's a secret panel that you flip out, bring it up, and then you have this here, the grip. And now we have kind of a shield. So like I said, there's a couple ways you want to do it. If you want to have it at the shoulder, you can. There is a hole there. It's got something like that. It's kind of weird, but I don't know. It's all up to you. If you want to have it kind of covering his whole arm completely, you can do that too. There's a hole at the forearm. Do something like that. Oops. So again, that's an option. But the standard way to hold weapons, or anything really, is with the fist. So again, that looks kind of weird, just because the way the fist is done. Actually, what would probably look better is doing it upside down. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That looks a lot better if you do it like upside down, because then you can bring it up like that. There we go. Now it's looking more normal. So he has a pretty cool shield, because he is the shield guy. Even though he doesn't like being called it, he is the shield guy. He can make force fields. That was his power. In the G1 cartoon and in the IDW comic books, Trailcutter does have the ability to create shields, force fields, which is really cool, actually. He doesn't like it. I don't know why. I think that's a really cool power. But, to each his own. But anyways, what I like to do is fold all this away and use this peg hole here at the floodlight and just tab it in. And we have a much more accurate depiction of him in the comic books. In the comic books, he does have this against his back. He does have these bits firing upward. So I think that looks cool. Another thing he had in the comic books that really can't be represented in this toy, unfortunately, is magna wheels. I'm not entirely sure what magna wheels are. I believe they have something to do with gravity, like they can grip onto surfaces regardless of the gravity or not. But yeah, cool. And like I said, there's no real way to depict that, but that's just another thing he had that they mentioned in the comic book. But that's how he's done. Now for his articulation, Trailcutter does have a decent amount, actually. He's got ball joints here at the shoulder. Can bring them all around, bring them out. Or that's a lot of outward movement, just the way they molded the ball joint. He has a rotation at the bicep, a bend at the elbow. It's very firm. It does actually lock in at the tip of the elbow, so that's nice. Can bring in his wrist, but that's kind of just due to transformation. There is waist swivel, which is always nice. He does have a ball joint at the thigh, rotation at the thigh, and a bend at the knee. It's kind of a weird bend. You can see his knee kind of just exploded, and now it's gone, but I can live with it. Toe, I guess we do have some toe movement. Or ankle, I should say. So that's something. If you can use that to your advantage. Most certainly you can always use that to your advantage. Head rotates all the way around, just because obviously due to transformation you have to. So I'm glad they have it like that. And then the floodlights, they also move up here. So if you want to have the cannons aim forward, bingo bango. There. Taking a look at that head sculpt, it is beautiful. He just has a great looking head. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the visor or that glorious chin or the helmet itself, but it looks very well put together. Very stern and earnest. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. You can also see there's some great light piping just blasting through that. Shing! Shing! Like a badass. Just that glare across his visor. I love it. And also you got a clear bit right here. I'm not really too sure. Oh, that's for the windshield. I was wondering what that was for. But yeah, that was just a piece of the windshield. So I guess you can count that as light piping. Very nice. Now, taking a look at the molding on this guy, it's actually very well done. There's a lot of what looks to be circuitry in between these little panel lines and everything. Look very nice, and little kind of looks like bulbs. Because I feel like in the comic books, at least for the More Than Meets the Eye series, there is a lot of panel lining, glowing panel lining, and circuits in the art, and it's very well represented here. And obviously, there's no paint details, unfortunately. But still, I think the art or the molding is very well executes the IDW look that they're going for, and I can definitely appreciate that. Now for comparison, we'll go ahead and look at his Wavemate Orion Pax, and he is very well done as well. His head's a tad small because they basically have the same proportions, I think. The fists look about the same, feet are about the same. his waist is way higher, but their heads are very different. His head's pretty big, where his is pretty small, so kind of weird, but still, they look great together. I definitely think we need an updated Optimus Prime based on the IDW comic book, just because we have the Legends class, which is a very well done representation, but at the same time, it's a Legends class, so there you have that. But yes, Trailcutter fits in very well with the rest of the Generations line, and I'm loving it. So to transform this guy back, we'll go ahead and flip up this whole section. Flip up that Autobot logo. It's going to form the hood of the vehicle. Line everything up all nice. Flip around the head. Goodbye! And now what we're going to do here is flip out these panels. I really do love that design, by the way, these yellow and reddish horns. I think that's very nice. Flip in the wrist. Go ahead and rotate everything around. See that gray bit going with it? Untab it from the side view mirrors. And we'll go ahead and go the Back to the Future DeLorean style and flip in the tires. Roads. Where we're going, we don't need no stinking roads. I don't know, that's the vibe I was getting. I know, I'm a nerd. Anyways, flip in these arms, or shoulders, and rotate the arms outward. There's a little tab here, along with a tab hole there on the other shoulder. So I just want to make sure they're lined up. There we go, snug as a bug and rug. Rotate the panels upwards, have the doors tab in very nicely and secure there. Obviously you want to do it on both sides, or else it would just look weird. And we can't have that now, can we? So do that. And then again, I love the way the feet work. Just flip up these feet, and then accordion them inward. Like that. Oops, bring it in. There we go. Now all the struggle is to line everything up. There is again, another tab there at the knees. There you go. Tab here at the top. There we go. Now what you want to do with this floodlight, just kind of rotate it forward. Bring in this accessory piece, the shield blaster component. Just bring it in. Pop it down. It's not the most secure, but it'll stay. And there we are. Back into his nice little SUV Trailcutter mode. And I do believe the original car that this was based off, the G1 car, was called a Trail Breaker. And that's probably why they used the name. That's probably why they lost the name. I think it was a licensing issue. So they had to change it to Trailcutter. Still nice. The name, still, you get who it is. So I don't really mind it too much. It's just unfortunate. I think that was the reason why. I don't think they wanted to change it. I think they had to change it, which is the reason that's unfortunate. But still, very nicely done. Alt mode. I very much love this SUV mode. Well, that doesn't matter. I talked about that already. But anyways, guys, this has been Samurai Man. Don't forget to follow me on Tumblr at Mecation, as well as Twitter at Mecation, and Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. To find all my pictures, updates, who's making what I'm planning on buying, all that great stuff. Just fun photos for fun. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and my videos. Always appreciated. Love that kind of stuff. Love knowing that you guys like to view my videos. That's always fun. So you guys all have a great day, and until next time.